Hey, welcome to Dejuan's Aerial Quad channel. I am once again in a new spot here in central Missouri. This one is actually right along the Katy Trail, K-A-T-Y, Katy. It is Missouri famous. It runs the entire length east to west of the state, and it's known for biking, running, hiking, whatever tickles your fancy. Primarily biking. Let's put it in back to the Pro setting. That's a little bit better. And I am, of course, out here with the Mini 5 Pro, and I've got the Freewell polarizer filter. And this town is Dutzow. Dutzow? Dutzow. D-U-T-Z-O-W. Delta Umbrella Tango Zulu Oscar Whiskey. Also, right here is the Washington Municipal Airport. I checked AirAware, and there are no restrictions at this time. So it looks, doesn't look particularly busy. We're not going to get close to it, but it looks like a pretty relaxed airport. I'm not going to mess with that. But a tiny town. We did cross the river, if you're following from the last video in Washington. We crossed the river, and this is just about the first town you come across when you cross the river. Dutzow and Katy Trail. So I found there's actually a business right here that is called the Kickstand Katy Trail, established in 2020. And it's just set up here for folks. Looks like they have bike rentals. They'll just sell, food and other sorts of things like that. But let's get over right on top of the trail itself. You can see right there where it crosses the roadway here. Haven't seen anyone go across it yet. As always, we do appreciate Dead Armadillo sounds. Thanks, Zach, for the music to enjoy. And right here, that is part of the Katy Trail. Now, I have never done the Katy Trail. I've not been a long-distance bike person or a runner or a hiker. Never been my MO. Haven't ridden a bike in years. Not since I was a kid. But we'll follow the trail a little bit here and the old Mini 5 Pro while we sit in the air conditioning. It is up over 80, so I'm keeping the car running. A little toasty. But yeah, we're going west here. The Edit Room Dejuan, if you're able to find some at least vaguely interesting facts about the Katy Trail or about Dutzow, Missouri, feel free to include those on the screen now. So I want to get at least a mile down the Katy Trail if I can, so I can at least tell people that I've done a mile on the Katy Trail. My elementary music teacher, he not too long ago did a bike of the Katy Trail, and it was pretty cool. It was the thing he did like right after he retired. I remember that being a kind of neat thing to do. Okay, we've done a mile. We've done a mile on the Katy Trail, people. I'll try to pop up, keep a decent signal here, and Stay away from the airport. That's over there. Look at the roadway here. And just flat farmland fields as far as the eye can see. See a fella here in a pickup just pulled up next to me. He's got a bike on the back. So I might be about to see someone start their journey kind of in the middle on the Katy Trail. He's wearing the sorts of things you'd expect to see from someone. Yeah, he's just pulled his bike helmet out. Very cool. It's a beefy looking bike. I wonder if it's an e-bike. I think it's one of the e-bikes. Yeah, I've talked about Marcus Idaho Quadcopter before. He's reviewed at least a couple e-bikes in the not too distant past. And boy, if I was going to get back into riding bikes, that would be the way to do it, I think. Because you don't just use the power. You pedal, and I think on most of them, the pedaling actually charges the battery. But that's definitely one of the perks, is not having to pedal all the time. See if you can spot him from here. It's about to take off, looks like. I'll be watching to see if No, he is not pedaling. Oh, very nice. Oh, there he's pedaling a little bit. That's a neat little thing we can see here. Someone's starting a journey on the Katy Trail. Which way is he gonna go? He's headed west. All right, Godspeed, sir. Enjoy your time on the Katy. Oh, is that solar? I've been very into solar lately. That sure is solar. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? Now, that's a good-sized array there. Those are probably 400-watt panels. Quite a few of them. Dutzow. So this airport, I'm not an expert in airports, but that's not a large one. Not a ton of hangar space. Can't get too big of a plane on a runway that length. Like, I don't think the Air Force is going to be landing any B-1s anytime soon. Speaking of B-1 bombers, if you ever get the chance to be there when they take off, it's a whole different level to any other aircraft I've ever seen. Hey, we've got a farmer. What does he do? Now, this is a big wine country. So I think that is a fertilizer spreader. Now, there are specific tractors, they're like a narrow gauge, that are, sold to help maintain vineyards. And that may or may not be one. But I think that is a fertilizer spreader. You'll just drive in between the rows, and we might be about to see that happen. Let's watch. All right, we'll be able to see. Yep, look at that. Okay, so that is a fertilizer, maybe pesticide or something, but that is a spreader. And so it's a narrow gauge tractor that just gets in between those rows. And that is how they handle all of that stuff on this large scale now. They have some that actually even pick the grapes. That is a neat thing we've just stumbled across here. All right, so I'm guessing now on the next pass, since he came from so far away, he's probably going this direction. So he won't do this next row. I bet he's going to do the one past it. Well, let's watch. Yeah. Okay. Called it. All right. So my farming simulator experience is not all wrong. Oh, that is neat. That is cool to see. Alrighty. Might come back later and get a short of that. But this is Dutzow, Missouri. Dutzow? Dutzow, yeah. German. A lot of German influence and a lot of Missouri. So none of that is surprising. Where am I? Am I there in that tree? I guess I'm in that tree. Alright, well, I'm going to go back to this tree. Definitely not over there where the people live. And call it a day on Dutzow on the Mini 5 Pro with the polarizer from Freewell. Thanks for watching DJI's Aerial Quad channel, and I do hope that I see you next time.